The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout called by the offense.
Pulls it, fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready.
1st and 10.
Now this offense is back on the field. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. He breaks a tackle.
Running back the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's in for the touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain that loss. All that speculation.
It sounds as if they had a good one there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He throws one to the left. On the sideline. How powers through.
They're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first.
He smashes his way through again. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. Punch it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Love. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He leaves it with the back. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They give it to him again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides to back and leaves it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to give a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Now on the move. And they're in for a touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Love. Caught over the middle, it's Clark. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush is on him. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Love. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the offense just tries to sneak it in on second down, and that will not happen. The defense stuffs them again. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on third and goal. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on third down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the second half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll be a draw. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Love. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got him. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's McCourty. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the lone running back. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that.
He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida is currently ahead of the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 8 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's loose on the right. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Ferguson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits.
He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Love. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Finds some room. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by...
He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give is to Williams. And how about that play man on the defensive front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. Inches away from the touchdown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using his feet. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass.
Going for the big play. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. All wideouts, no backs. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Complete to the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't...
There he goes. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Using his legs, it's Davison. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Quarterback keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.